I read a while back a letter to an advice columnist by a woman who was going to have a baby. And she wanted to stay home with the baby. And her husband strongly opposed that and wanted her to continue her paid job. Now, her husband apparently was calling her selfish and lazy for wanting to stay home with the baby. Now, the fact is, if she wants to stay home with the baby, she should stay home with the baby. And the reason for that is quite simply, she's going to resent it if she has to go to a paid job and leave the kid with somebody else. And that resentment is going to affect her relationship with the child and is going to affect her relationship with the husband. Now, one thing that was left out of the story is the woman did not mention what her paid job is. Now, so I'm kind of shooting the dark here. But if they've got to pay somebody else to take care of that baby, if they've got to pay somebody else, and they will have to, unless there's a grandma or grandpa or somebody around who wants to do it for free, that could very easily wipe out the income that she brings in. And it might not only wipe it out, but it might actually be more expensive for her to do the paid job than to take care of the baby herself. In addition, there are costs to having paid jobs. Okay, you have to buy the clothing you need. You have to get transportation. You also, a lot of times it means going out to eat more often. But anyway, these financial considerations are such that the cost-benefit analysis by itself might have to keep the mother at home. Okay, and and in addition, the fact that she wants to stay home means that she should. Okay, now if she didn't want to stay home, I don't believe in pressuring mothers to stay home with their kids. I think that's foolish. But I do believe that the way a mother feels is going to be transmitted to her child. And this woman is not going to feel good if she's pressured into continuing her paid job. Now, does the husband have a case? Yes, he does. Because quite simply, if she quits the paid job, she might not be able to get back in. Once you've been out of the paid labor market for X number of years, it's unlikely, or it's likely that you will have trouble getting back into it. And I suspect that what her husband is troubled by isn't the fact that they might, lose income for a year or 2 years or 5 years. What he might be troubled by is the fact that he's going to have to be the family support from here on in. And that is a troubling thought. Okay, and so he's got a case. But ultimately, he doesn't have the stronger case, at least in my opinion. Okay?